People with anger outbursts are really the nicest people. I'm a psychologist and I'm going to explain why I think this. So, from my experience, my clients that suffer from anger, in which they have anger outbursts and they do not want to have those anger outbursts, developed this really nice strategy. It's like very kind and altruistic. Typically, what they do is they want to conform and give to other people, and they want to have no needs or wants of their own. So essentially, they develop this internal blindness to their own needs and wants, and they just keep saying yes to other people. They keep giving other people what they want, and they hope for the best. It's sort of like this hope for the best psychological strategy. They're like, oh, I'll just do what they want and it'll be fine. Like, I'll be fine. It'll be great. The problem is that the mind has a mechanism to establish a boundary, and that mechanism is anger. And so when we give so much of ourselves to others, typically the mind kind of monitors the reciprocal nature of relationships. And when the relationship is not equal, then it'll develop anger to establish the boundary. And for a lot of people with anger outbursts, they are not aware of this mechanism. They don't understand that essentially their psychological state is like a volcano that's building with lava, and lava is anger. And essentially, they keep doing things and ignoring their own needs and giving to other people and giving to other people, and it's building, building, building. And they're only aware when it erupts. So it erupts and they have their anger outburst and they feel horrible. And they wonder why they did that, because they really wanted to help other people. They wanted to conform to what other people wanted. But for whatever reason, they just completely split and got so angry. And so the way to solve this is not to get rid of anger, because anger is an important evolutionary mechanism here. What needs to happen is that there needs to be a better self-awareness around the building process, the building of that lava. And for a lot of individuals who experience anger outbursts, they have no idea that their anger is building until it's too late. A lot of this is because they want to ignore anger because they hate it. They think that it's like this awful thing about themselves. But in actuality, it's a very normal response to essentially living like in this like martyr mindset where you just want to give, 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 give. And they need to realize, and if this is you, you need to realize that you are going to always experience that eruption if you don't have the self-awareness to understand what your needs, wants, and boundaries are in terms of these relationships in which you're giving and not receiving. And if you are in that position, your mind will always build that anger and it will erupt to establish a boundary to protect you, because the mind will always protect itself. It is not some type of morality thing. And if you want to diminish your anger outbursts, you need to gain that self-awareness. You need to understand when you don't actually want to say yes and you do say yes, because a lot of times you are saying yes when you don't want to say yes and you're just hoping for the best. And this hope for the best strategy has led you to being in a position with anger outbursts. So if this is resounding for you, like if this is something that really sounds like something that's part of your life, I encourage you to book an intro session. We can chat more about this and we can help solve these anger outbursts by helping develop that internal awareness that's needed to make sure that volcano doesn't build to the point of eruption anymore.